Curious Kid Cast, here we go. Questions poppin', minds will blow. Big ideas, they're taking flight. Let's explore, feel the light. Why, what, where, and how? Big answers, we'll find them now. Curious minds, the world will comb. Ask away, let's bring it home.
Hey there, curious kids. Welcome back to the Curious Kid Cast. I'm your host, Andy, and today we're diving into something that every Harry Potter fan has dreamed about: invisibility cloaks. Now, I know what you're thinking. Andy, invisibility cloaks are just make-believe, right? Well, hold on to your sorting hats because real scientists are actually working on this stuff right now. Picture this, you're playing hide and seek, and just as your friend counts 9, 10, ready or not, you whip out a cloak, flip it over your head, and poof, you vanish. They look right through you like you're made of thin air. Stories from Harry Potter to superhero comics make this trick feel easy, but in our normal, non-wizarding world, it's still a giant puzzle. Scientists, engineers, and inventors are working on the mystery piece by piece. Now, before we learn how to hide something, we need to know how we see anything at all. It's like this. Light bounces off objects and travels to your eyes. Inside each eyeball sit millions of special cells that basically shout red, green, blue to your brain. Your brain mixes those signals and builds the picture you call the world. If we want a cloak to work, we must keep light from ever reaching those eye cells, or force it to slide neatly around the hidden object so nothing looks out of place. That's trickier than teaching a troll to play chess because light moves incredibly fast, about 300,000 kilometers every second, and loves to scatter, reflect, and bounce around whenever it meets bumps, edges, or different materials. It's like trying to control a hyperactive golden snitch. Magicians have fooled audiences for centuries using plain old mirrors. Put a mirror at the right angle, and it bounces light to show people something else, like the wall, while hiding what's behind it. But mirrors are stiff, heavy, and obviously shiny. You'd look less like an invisible wizard and more like a walking disco ball. Another method is smoke, which fills the air with tiny particles that scatter light and blur shapes. Fun for spooky stage shows, completely useless for recess. What we really want is a flexible, lightweight fabric that bends light the way traffic signs bend cars around a corner. Smooth, controlled, and invisible to the driver or onlooker. Animals have pulled off Now You See Me, Now You Don't long before humans dreamed of cloaks. A chameleon's skin holds special cells full of colorful crystals that spread out or squeeze together to switch shades. It's like having a built-in mood ring that actually works. Cuttlefish take camouflage to turbo mode, flashing patterns across their skin in less than a second. These creatures don't make light vanish. They match their surroundings so predators' eyes slide past them. Human soldiers copy that idea with camo uniforms, but it only fools someone looking from far away and in one direction. Walk closer or view from a different angle, and the hiding trick falls apart faster than a chocolate frog in summer. Here's where it gets really cool. In the mid-2000s, researchers began building something called metamaterials. Think of them as Lego sets made of teensy parts, tinier than the width of a human hair, arranged in patterns that bend light in weird ways. Certain patterns can make light curve backward, which is called negative refraction. By 2025, scientists at NTT in Japan managed to show negative refraction using clouds of cold atoms. That's an important step toward invisibility tech because it proves we can steer light inside a material instead of just pushing it off a surface. Negative refraction sounds like something Hermione would explain in ancient runes, but try this. Imagine rolling a ball across the floor. On normal tiles, the ball rolls forward. Now picture special tiles that secretly tilt backward. Your ball suddenly zips the other way. That's what happens to light in a metamaterial with negative refraction. It bends opposite to what your brain expects, opening the door to wrapping light around an object. Now, these tiny patterns must be designed with super precise shapes and sizes. How do scientists know which pattern works before they even build it? In 2024, an Australian team released powerful simulation software that shows, in fast detail, how waves, light waves, sound waves, even water waves, scatter when they hit complex structures. This digital tool lets engineers test thousands of cloak designs on a computer screen long before they step into a lab, saving time and money. Think of it like Minecraft creative mode for invisibility. You place blocks, which are really nanostructures, press play, and watch virtual light zigzag through your world. If the light leaves no shadow and continues straight ahead, bingo! You've got a promising cloak pattern. For years, early cloaks were bulky, multi-layer sandwiches, hardly something you could wear to school without looking like you're cosplaying as a very confused burrito. But at the start of 2025, another research group showed off an extremely thin cloak made from special dielectric materials. This cloak doesn't need thick stacks of layers. It uses a single sheet printed with microscopic islands that gently guide light around a small bump underneath. Although the hidden object was only a tiny cylinder, the success proved that cloaks can slim down instead of bulk up. Imagine taping a sticker on your hand that's so thin you can't feel it. Now picture that sticker nudging light so perfectly that from most angles, the bump under it seems to disappear. That's the spirit of the dielectric cloak. Some inventors tackle invisibility by projecting what's behind you onto a screen in front of you. They hide cameras on your back, computers process the video, and tiny screens on your chest replay the scenery. This works a bit like a see-through phone case that shows what's under your phone. It's not perfect. You need batteries, and anyone who steps very close can spot the pixels. But it's great for hiding slow-moving objects like security cameras. What if you could combine the passive coolness of a sheet with the active smarts of electronics, minus the batteries? In late 2024, researchers unveiled a material woven with special organic molecules. When these molecules meet certain wavelengths of light, they rearrange themselves and switch color, copying the chameleon trick but in a lab-made fabric. Because the change comes from chemistry, not electricity, the material stays thin, light, and silent. Imagine wearing a shirt printed with invisible patterns, step under a blue lamp and the shirt shifts to blue, walk into green woods, and your fabric fades to leafy green. These materials show that invisibility might sometimes be about blending rather than completely bending light away. Now, this all sounds amazing so far, right? But building a Harry Potter-style cloak still faces giant hurdles. First, all the colors, all the angles. Early prototypes usually work for just one color of light and from a narrow viewing direction. Human eyes soak up a rainbow from every angle. Second, size matters. Hiding a pencil is simpler than hiding a person. As the hidden object grows, you need more material and more precise control over light paths. Third, motion blur. If the wearer walks, runs, or even breathes, the light must adjust instantly. That requires lightning-fast sensors or structures that shift in real time. Fourth, shadow games. Even if the front view is perfect, a cloak might still cast a shadow on the floor or block heat-detecting cameras. Light isn't the only signal eyes and machines pick up. And finally, cost and crafting. Printing nano patterns over square meters of cloth without a single mistake is expensive and slow. Factories will need new tools and cheaper ingredients. Kids often ask, if we make invisibility cloaks, won't burglars or bullies misuse them? That's a smart question. Like most inventions, cars, computers, even scissors, cloaking tech can help or hurt. Military teams might employ cloaks for stealth missions, spies may sneak around undetected. But firefighters could also use heat-proof cloaks to walk through flames while seeing trapped people. Surgeons might make their own hands appear see-through so they can watch delicate tools and hidden organs at the same time. Scientists and governments will need rules. Who can own a cloak? Where can you wear it? Do cameras get smarter to spot cloaks? Ethical discussions are just as important as lab experiments. Let's dream positively for a moment. Imagine traffic safety where truck drivers wear cloaks that turn the front of the truck transparent from inside so they can see the road directly under their giant hoods. Or wildlife rescue, where conservationists approach shy animals wrapped in soft color-shifting cloaks, so critters stay calm during medical checks. Or museum magic, where visitors switch on pocket-sized cloaks to peek inside ancient artifacts without opening them. Or waste-free fashion, where shirts that change color on demand mean fewer clothes tossed in the trash. Every new technology rewrites old possibilities. Radio gave us podcasts, and smartphones gave us video calls. Cloaks could spark inventions we can't even guess yet. People always want a date. Will it be in stores before I finish primary school? Truthfully, nobody knows. Some experts think small cloaking gadgets for hiding cameras or antennas might appear within 5 to 10 years. Full body, walk around, multi-color cloaks could take decades more. Science rarely moves in a straight line. One surprise discovery can speed things up, and one stubborn problem can slow everything down. Your own generation might be the one to crack the final puzzle. Before we wrap up, let's test your invisibility knowledge with a quick quiz. Here we go. Question 1. What do chameleons use to change colors in their skin? Is it A, tiny mirrors, B, colorful crystals, or C, mini rainbows? The answer is B, colorful crystals. Chameleons have special cells full of colorful crystals that spread out or squeeze together to switch shades. Question 2. What's the name for the weird phenomenon where light bends backward in metamaterials? Is it A, negative refraction, B, reverse reflection, or C, backward bending? The answer is A, negative refraction. It's when light curves opposite to what your brain expects, kind of like a ball rolling backward on special tiles. Question 3. What's the name for the special thin cloak that uses microscopic islands to guide light? Is it A, nano cloak, B, dielectric cloak, or C, crystal cloak? The answer is B, dielectric cloak. This super thin cloak uses a single sheet with tiny islands that gently guide light around objects underneath. So, could we ever build a real-life invisibility cloak? The answer is a hopeful yes, eventually. Step by step, scientists are learning to bend, cancel, and blend light in ways that once belonged only to magic spells. From ultra-thin metamaterials that twist photons backward, to self-coloring fabrics that mimic chameleons, to clever computer simulations that test millions of designs overnight. The toolbox is growing fast. Yet big challenges remain: full rainbow coverage, large sizes, moving targets, and safe, fair use. Keep asking bold questions, tinkering with homemade experiments, and reading about new breakthroughs. One day, you might sew the first kid-sized cloak that lets seekers walk right by you on the playground. Until then, the real magic is curiosity itself. The power to look at ordinary light and imagine extraordinary possibilities. Stay bright, stay bold, and stay wondering. Because the future of invisibility may be waiting for you to discover it. Thanks for listening to the Curious Kidcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, please share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions you'd like answered, visit our website at CuriousKidcast.com. Until next time, keep being curious.
Hey!